Hi, welcome back to Family and Fit, where we talk fitness and how to integrate it in your busy lifestyle.
So today we will be making our cheap-ass meal prepping. What?
What'd I tell you? We can't say that.
Oh.
Our fellow poor people might be offended.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Welcome back to Poverty Meal Prep
003.
So today we'll be cooking for you guys
Taco casserole.
So we've already went ahead and prepped a little bit of this meal because, like I've said in past videos, we're trying to lower the amount of time of these videos because these videos can actually be stretched out 30 minutes, 45 minutes, an hour, and we actually have some poverty meal prep videos that are older that are like that. So we're really focused in on making these short so that way people can get to the point and get the meals and get out. Cooked the chicken already. Now we cook this chicken in a slow cooker. If you're subscribed to the channel or you just want to be able to make meals and make them simply, I highly suggest you get a slow cooker. We actually have a pressure cooker and that's what we utilize today. Now this is our pressure cooker here. The major advantage of a pressure cooker versus a slow cooker, they both do the same thing, but a pressure cooker can not only slow cook, it can cook things in literally almost 100% less time. For instance, we cooked this chicken from frozen. One cycle on the poultry setting takes 15 minutes. So we had to run the cycle 2 times since we cooked it from frozen. So it took 30 minutes. Well, that's not even that short. Like, what's the big deal? Well, the big difference is you're getting the meat cooked in a type of way that it would be in a slow cooker. So essentially you can stick your hand right in there and squeeze it and it just falls right apart. That's the major advantage. So if you've done any slow cooking before, then you know what a slow cooker does. That's what the pressure cooker does, but it can do it in 30 minutes versus a whole entire evening or 8 hours or however long. So it's just a much faster way of being able to do this. One, if you forget to put it on, it only takes a little bit of time. A lot of times we'll use a slow cooker setting just to save energy, and it is a hair bit different. So you can tell a slight difference in the meat quality, but it's almost negligible. And especially when you're gonna do something like we're doing now, the only time it really makes that big of a difference is like you're just gonna do something like just barbecue added to it. Then it might make a difference, but even then, we still do it like this all the time. We make almost all of our meals like this in the pressure cooker, that is. So I highly suggest you get one of these. There'll be a link in the description below. It'll be like second link down there. I'll just put pressure cooker and have a link next to it if you want to purchase it. Check it out. It is a little bit expensive. It is an investment, but it's highly worth it. Trust me. And if you're looking to get a slow cooker, make the leap and go ahead and get a pressure cooker. It's so much more worth it.
So here's the chicken that we cooked. Looks yummy, right? And the ingredients we're adding in is cream cheese, 2 of them, chopped up spinach.
Now, we went ahead and picked up the regular cream cheeses. You can pick up the lower fat cream cheese and it's like quite a bit less calories. I think it's like 1/3 the amount of calories. So that's an option that you can definitely do to make the protein ratio a little bit higher in this. I personally the flavor of the cream cheeses are too different and I don't care for them near as much, the low fat ones. But like I said, it is an option if you was wanting to use cream cheese, but you really felt like you couldn't fit it in your macros, or if you want to keep your proteins even higher than what we're trying to keep in this meal. This meal right here is going to be 29 grams of protein, 11 carb, 15 fat.
And 290 calories. Taco seasoning mix, 2 of them.
Now with those taco seasoning mixes, you can use fajita seasonings, you can use all different kinds of seasonings, whatever you want to make. A lot of times just with your seasonings alone, you can change like the origin of the meal where it's like so you could essentially make this meal from almost any country in the world. You know, you can make it where it's Italian, make it where it's Mexican, Korean, Indian, all different types of foods just based on the seasonings that you use.
Now we're gonna go ahead and throw it together for you guys.
Boom. Here's the before. I got jalapeno. Oh, we just lost our lighting. All right, so we got jalapenos on my half here, pepperoncinis on my half here,
banana peppers on mine, and we had to add one more thing of spinach.
Oh, actually, the macros are all jacked up from what we told you earlier because I didn't add in the extra bag of chicken that Ashley put in there. I thought it was only 1 bag of chicken. It was actually 2. I was wondering why the macros were just so far off and they weren't on point because we generally make this meal quite often. Don't jack that up because then, you know, the whole thing's jacked up. Also, we added in the thing of spinach just because it was like, why not? You add in some extra volume, some extra micronutrients when you're on a cut. It's time to lose some weight right now. Time to lose some extra body fat. We're going to utilize all the tools we can to make it as easy and as sustainable as possible. We're going to throw these babies in the oven. Probably start editing this video, and then we're going to pull these things out of the oven, and then we're going to show you guys how yummy these look.
What the outcome is.
What the outcome is, yeah. If you would have went with the lower fat cream cheese, you could definitely put cheese on top of this. And actually, with the new macros of this thing that we're going to put up on the screen right now, you can actually probably still get away with putting cheese on this right now, especially if you had a high protein cheese that you can order off of like My Protein or some of the places that sell a high protein cheese. Set timer, 20 minutes.
So we're cooking the taco casserole at 325 for 25 minutes.
Yeah, then we'll come down here and check it out, see how it looks. We generally just kind of keep setting timers and then looking at it and seeing how it looks, and that's how we know when to take it out. Generally give it like 20-minute rule of thumb, see how it looks after 20 minutes, and from there kind of maybe it needs 5 more minutes, or you can look at it maybe it needs another 20 more minutes. And it kind of depends on the finish that you're looking to go for. So I kind of like adding a little bit of brownness to it. But, you know, that's a little bit of personal preference as well. It's technically actually edible right now at this moment. By doing this, you marry all those flavors together. And if you know anything about cooking, that's very important to make all these flavors taste as good as possible.
Flavorable.
That's flavorable. Catch you on a second, dudes and dudettes.